Hi friends, Amy here. Welcome back to Beloved Fragrance Finds here on YouTube. Today I have a dedicated review from a new to me candle company called That Candle Place. It's a small business run somewhere on the East Coast, I believe somewhere in New York, but don't quote me on that. It's run by an individual woman. I don't know if there's more to her team than just her, but I do know she puts on Instagram. She has a very cute little she shed that she pours her candles in. And I've had a couple people asking me about my experience thus far, so I thought I would share a dedicated review here on this candle I purchased from her called Apple Maple Crumble. I did choose to get the fragrance here in this very cute little pumpkin vessel. It comes with a lid that you can see here that's really pretty. It's not gasketed, but it does just sit on top. And it's a really nice little jar. So it's very cute, especially here on my little pumpkin candle stand. I just think it's adorable. I ordered, let's see, 2 candles. So this one and another, a wax melt and an auto diffuser as my first order from That Candle Place is the name of the company. So I thought I'd share my thoughts on this one. I have burned this one 3 or 4 times, and this one is getting beautiful large flames going here. It's pooling out very nicely. Doing really well in terms of the burn. I like the vessel, but let me go ahead and go through the scent notes on Apple Maple Crumble. Top notes, or actually she doesn't have them divided by top, middle, and base, so it's just baked apple, vanilla, maple syrup, cinnamon, brown sugar, and graham cracker crumble. Okay, so I was a little hesitant. She is the one, I believe her name is Shelby. She is the one that suggested this fragrance. She said it was her top seller currently, so I thought, okay, I'll go for it. Even though I don't love maple fragrances, I had listened to Alexa's review over at Sentimental Finds, and she didn't feel that it was super maple forward. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Alexa really enjoyed it. But what I'm experiencing is really odd. Like I'm having a really hard time explaining the fragrance off-put I'm getting from this candle. To me, I'm smelling something bakery-like. I feel like I'm getting the graham cracker crumble, but I feel like whatever the maple note, it to my nose is reading more like a maple wood note, and more so like a charred maple wood note. So I'm getting something very smoky, charred, burnt feeling from this candle. It's almost incensey to me, if that makes any sense. So if any of you have had from Slatkin, they had, I think last year or the year before, a fragrance called Pomegranate and Oak. It, for some reason, is reminding me very much of that candle, which is very oak forward, very kind of incensey and earthy. That's what this candle is smelling like to me. Now, I am getting some kind of apple fruit note in this, but this is not reading like an apple dessert type of fragrance to me. I was having such a hard time putting my finger on what I was smelling that I actually called my son downstairs the other night. Didn't tell him what this candle was called. I told him nothing. He doesn't pay attention to a lot of my candle burning habits these days. And so I asked him, I said, what does this smell like to you? And he said, it smells like something's cooking on the grill. Like he smelt that burnt kind of charred note. Which is unfortunate. This is not coming across as a really sweet bakery fragrance to me. I also wondered if maybe it had something to do with the vessel it was in, since Alexa had such a great experience with this specific fragrance. That could be, I'm not sure. It's not like a hate feeling for me, since I did really love Pomegranate and Oak from Slatkin. I will continue to burn this candle, but I just want to put it out there to others who may be purchasing from the brand that I'm picking up on something off on this. So I'm also curious if anybody else has burned this particular fragrance. What did you get from it? Did you get a really good like apple dessert fragrance? Because I'm getting like a maple wood and like a charred maple wood type scent. And I am very sensitive to like maple syrup notes. But to me, they usually come off as being cloyingly sweet and something I have to extinguish really quickly, where this is almost reading as like a woodsy, incensey, earthy, charred, smoky bonfire kind of feel. So just thought I would share my 2 cents with you all on how I am finding this fragrance. I always keep it real on my channel. I'm not going to pretend that something's fantastic or, you know, I'm not experiencing what I'm experiencing. So I keep it 100% real on my thoughts on this. I do want to add in the other candle I purchased was called Farmhouse. Now I really enjoyed that fragrance. However, I was having really bad issues with the wicks and the flames on that candle. It was barely staying lit. It was just the tiniest little wax pool. It was not pooling out at all. A little fizzle of a flame. So I did contact Shelby. She said that she had recently changed her wicks over because what she was using in the past had been designed for, I guess, a candle that's going 4+ hours, and so she wanted a smaller flame, like it was intentional, but that she had gotten some feedback, and so she has changed the wicks to like what I'm experiencing here on Apple Maple Crumble. So she was kind enough to credit me for my Farmhouse candle, since I honestly was not able to burn it. It just barely even lit. So she did credit me. I have ordered another fragrance, so I will have another candle to try out from the brand and let you guys know what I'm experiencing. She's very sweet. She's very on top of everything. So that I do very much appreciate. I loved the Farmhouse fragrance. It was an almondy, spicy kind of zucchini bread kind of scent. It was really unique and like nothing I've ever had before. So I've stuck it under my candle lamp for now. But yeah, I was not even able to burn that candle. So just a heads up, anything you may have gotten in the past, I think she has changed the wicks over to something with a higher flame throw. So anyways, you guys, that is my review here on Apple Maple Crumble from That Candle Place. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know if you have tried other candles from That Candle Place, what scents you enjoy, and if you've gotten any for the holidays. I would love to know what's good from That Candle Place during the holiday season. Take care, you guys. Thanks for listening in. Bye-bye.